senior individual performance of Leadership on the Cyber Sea, the legacy of Admiral Grace Hopper.
How do you get this darn thing? I'm right. Just give me a second. I'm having a bit of trouble with. All right, let's get this interview started. My name is Grace Hopper, H-O-P-P-E. Oh, you don't need me to spell. Well, I was born December 9th, 1906 in New York, and I'm currently 85 years old. What would you like to know? Why did I join the Navy? Well, 3 words for you. World War II. Oh, don't look at me that way. I didn't want to miss out on any of the fun. You know, I can remember my recruitment day like it was yesterday. Okay, here goes. Hello, my name is Grace Hopper, and I'd like to enlist in the Naval Waves. I know I don't look like much, but I can sure pack one heck of a punch. I know, I'm 37 years old, and I could only weigh 100 pounds soaking wet, but look, I'm aware of my position at Vassar, but if you think I'll best be teaching math at a time like this, you got another thing coming. I know where I'll best be serving my country, the Navy, the same Navy my grandfather was a part of. I'm a natural-born leader. Just because I'm a woman with an advanced math degree doesn't mean that I can't... What? Yeah, sure, I'll be a part of the Mark I project, as long as it means I'm in the Navy. Thank you, sir. One quick question. What is the Mark I project? Oh, so the Navy's working on a machine that's like a calculator or an adding machine that was dreamed up by some physics grad student. Well, that sounds crazy. I'm in. So I went to work on the Harvard Mark I. When I reported for duty, I was greeted by the man, the myth, the legend, the Howard Aiken, king of the 5-ton, 51-foot long, 8-foot tall calculator. Anyway, he comes up to me and he says, "Where the hell have you been?" And he points to this electromechanical Mark I computing machine and says, "Here, calculate the coefficients of the arctangent series by next Thursday."
Why did you set up like that?
It was like he was speaking a different language, but thankfully it was a language I caught on to pretty quickly. This taught me something about leadership. Whenever you have a new programmer, you give them the hardest job, and when they're successful with that, it gives them confidence like nothing else. Oh, and by the way, I did get him those coefficients before the deadline. Thank you very much. What is wrong with this machine? All right, okay, let's review. So I am the lead programmer on the first and only computer in the entire world. It takes up a floor of this building, and after some math whiz, that would be me, hello, converts all the information into a series of ones and zeros and can do simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division problems. And as of late, it can't even do that anymore. I mean, I'm the lead programmer. I've checked and rechecked the code. It's nothing in the software. Then it must be something in the hardware. Huh, would you look at that? Relay 70, panel F, first actual case of a bug being found. I guess I'm in the business of debugging computers now. I worked at the moth-infested Harvard basement for a few more years until I received the ranking of lieutenant and was taken off active duty, though I remained in the reserves. I continued my work with the Navy and with computers while working on the Univac, which was the first computer targeted at consumers and businesses. I like to think I helped lead this cyber revolution with my work there. Well, yes, I am the great old grand lady of COBOL. Naturally, I'd like to talk about it a bit, yes. A few other Univac programmers and I were discussing the user interface. You see, the Univac wasn't exactly a hot seller. I guess it didn't appeal to the general public to sit at an input console for hours on end typing in an endless stream of ones and zeros. Who would have guessed? So, along with 5 other programmers, we made the Conference on Data Systems Languages in 1957, or CODASIL for short. There were 5 of us, and we were pretty opinionated, so we needed a leader, namely yours truly. Order. I'd like to call this order of the CODASIL board for a better compiler. I'd like to remind us all why we're here today. How many of you have family members who have worked on a computer before? Very few.
know of a business whose financial department is completely computerized? No one? Well, that's why we're here today. See, if we can sell computers to businesses, we can sell computers to the consumer. Soon, there might be a computer in every home in America, but first, we need to fix the user interface. See, right now, computers take up an entire floor of a building and only run on information fed to them on paper tape in ones and zeros. Don't you see? No businessman wants to hire a coder to sit at an input console for 3 hours figuring out what 2 plus 2 equals. No businessman wants to risk money on something he can't understand. You see, humans are allergic to change. They love to say, oh, well, we've always done it this way. I try to fight that. That's why my clock runs counterclockwise. So why aren't people liking binary code? Well, because it doesn't use words. So we make a new programming language that uses English words. And we make something else that turns it into something the computer can understand. I've already done a lot of work on this with my Flowmatic compiler. Soon we'll be able to type add 2 and 2 instead of an endless stream of ones and zeros. Don't you see? This is the future, people. This is your legacy. The time is now, so get to work. And remember, laziness is the mother of invention. So eventually we invented COBOL, or the Common Business-Oriented Language. No. Inventing COBOL wasn't nearly as hard as the next part, convincing people to use it. So for the next few weeks, that turned into months, that turned into years, I went around to businesses and I asked them to consider purchasing COBOL. I had to break it down pretty far for those business CEOs. I used to give them my nanosecond speech. The most important thing COBOL can save you is time. Let me demonstrate to you how exponentially important every nanosecond is. So, what is a nanosecond? Well, it's a billionth of a second. Well, I don't know what a billion is. I don't think many of the men downtown know what a billion is either. But if you don't know what a billion is, how will you ever know what a billionth is? So, I went to the engineering department and asked for a nanosecond. A length of wire that demonstrated how far information could travel in a nanosecond. And this is what they gave me. That's all fine and good. I have my nanosecond, but I have nothing to compare it to. I mean, this means nothing. So I went back and I asked something comparable, for instance, a microsecond, and this is what they gave me. See the difference? I brought along some nanoseconds to share with you all today, so you can use them to explain this concept to your friends and family. It's kind of a hard one to understand. Now that you know how much time you're wasting by not using COBOL, would you like to buy some corporate stock as well? Eventually, we sold COBOL to our first major company, MetLife, and after that, the orders started pouring in. The Navy, which had always sponsored COBOL, purchased it to manage its thousands of workers and their payrolls. In fact, the Navy still uses it to this day, as do most major companies. Even with the invention of other programming languages, COBOL is still the most widely used language in the entire world. Heck, there are more lines of code written in COBOL than all the other programming languages combined, so yeah, I think I did a pretty good job of it. After inventing COBOL and the first computer, I continued my work in the Navy, moving up the ranks until I eventually received the rank of Rear Admiral right there in President Ronald Reagan's office in 1986. Shortly after that, I retired from the Navy, leaving as its oldest active member. And now I run the Digital Equipment Corporation as a consultant, and I run the Association for Computing Machinery. Yeah, I'm still moving and shaking at age 85, so put that in your pipe and smoke it. Yeah, it's been a pretty good life. But I'd say my greatest honor is the privilege and responsibility of serving our United States Navy. Future, well, who knows what the future holds until we get there. But I say full sails ahead. We are navigating the cyber seas into tomorrow. Thank you. This interview was taking place in 1966, in my mind at least, and she passed away in 1967. She literally worked until the day she died. Like they're planning for her to come into work people who were in computers, and I asked people who had written books about her, and they all said very different things. Computer people said, well, the Flowmatic compiler was actually the most important thing. Without the Flowmatic compiler, there wouldn't have been COBOL, there wouldn't have been the Mark I. I mean, there was a lot going on with that. So, and then people in the Navy said, you know, her longevity, the fact that she was in the Navy for so long and she accomplished so much with the Mark I and then eventually COBOL. And then other people say it's the fact that she inspired so many people and ushered in an era of learning and computers. And I think that Grace probably would agree with that last one most. She was very focused on engaging younger people. I mean, things don't move forward unless we get future generations involved. I mean, you can be involved as you want, but someday you're not going to be there, and who's going to carry it on? So she was very focused on leaving a lasting impact with the generation. She visited schools. A lot of the people I interviewed had actually met her because she came to elementary schools and middle schools to talk to them, and they gave the nanosecond speech. They all got nanoseconds. It was actually pretty amazing that she made time for all of that while she was doing everything else. So I think that's probably what she would think is her biggest achievement is continuing education of computers.
Did I get from your bibliography you actually listened to her through an interview or several?
Yes, yeah. One of the most beneficial ones to me actually was an interview. She was on David Letterman, and it sounds a little silly, but it taught me a lot about her personality when she wasn't giving a speech or she wasn't dealing with something in a business setting. She was able to goof around, and she had a lot of this like deadpan type humor, sarcasm, and it was really cool to see her as a person. I also watched all of her nanosecond speeches, a lot of other interviews with other people that she'd done. Unfortunately, I couldn't interview her, but I interviewed other people who had met her, and you know, mutual friends and things like that. So I really think that it's especially important in a performance setting to watch the person talk and act and react to things, because that's half the battle is the performance. So.
Well, I noticed your characterization was very good.
Oh, thank you.
Why do you think that the military was so interested in this type of technology at this point in history?
Yeah, well, it was World War II, so there was a lot going on. You know, in Britain they had Alan Turing and the Enigma machine, and during war we make some of our greatest leaps and bounds in technology and thought processes and such. So they were pretty. I'm not sure if they had actual like wartime plans with the Mark I, but I think they were trying to get to a point like that, trying to see, oh, this is a computer, this is a totally new technology. What can we do with it? How can this benefit us? I mean, obviously it helped them in Britain with the Enigma, and I think we were hoping for a similar effect. And it didn't do exactly that, but the Enigma is a totally different species of machine. This is more what we have today. The Mark I is more of the personalized computer in a sense. That's what led us there. The Enigma is a problem-solving machine. They're totally different branches. So without this, we wouldn't have laptops and computers and smartphones. So, and I know that the Navy was very interested in Grace Hopper. I mean, she retired 3 times, and they brought her back 2 of those times, and then she finally retired in 1986. But she would leave, and they say, actually, we're not done with you yet. And they try and pull her back in. And she was generally pretty happy to be pulled back in. She really enjoyed being in the Navy. So.
Any connection with Iowa State?
I don't think so, unfortunately. I remember when I was doing preliminary research, they said something about Iowa, and I was like, oh. But I don't know if that panned out. It might have just been a bad resource or something. But I did think initially that she had some kind of connection, but I'm not actually sure that that was real.
Like, I mean, like in World War II, most of the women, a lot of them had never worked before,
was her Vassar background. She was, the cutoff age for being in the naval waves was 38. She was 37. She weighed under 100 pounds. She wasn't anything fit for battle at all, or anything even they would have the waves doing. And so she had a lot of hard time getting into the Navy. But once they found out, and they wanted her to stay at Vassar because they wanted to keep professors and stuff. They didn't want life at home to stop just because there's a war going on overseas. So they wanted her to stay in her position at Vassar. She was a math teacher, professor. And while she was at Vassar, actually, she was still getting her doctorate from Yale in math and physics at the same time. So she had a lot on her plate. And she was teaching at Vassar, and they wanted her to stay there. And so she continued fighting, I need to be in the Navy, I want to be in the Navy. And they said, well, she's actually a pretty good mathematician. Let's see what she does in the Mark I project. And so she got thrown in there, and Howard Aiken wasn't exactly pumped about her being there. He may have been a bit of a sexist a little bit, but he learned to respect her for her mind and learned to respect her for her ability, because she was one of the best people that they could possibly have found. And he said, just because she's a woman doesn't mean that I should turn her away or whatnot. So I think there was a lot going on with getting into the waves and getting into anything, really. I mean, she wouldn't have been in computers in the first place if she hadn't gotten into the Navy. So, I mean, what kind of mind would we have had? We wouldn't have had a computer, that's for certain, without Grace Hopper and wanting to get into the Navy. I mean, she wouldn't have done anything with computers. She had no clue what she was doing.
What do you think Grace would think about the advancement that we made in these last, 20, 30 years since she died? What do you think she would think about how much society is so driven by technology?
Yeah, she was actually able to see that pretty well from the past. I mean, she would say things about, there'll be a home in there'll be a computer in every home in America. We'll get computers, we'll get them so small they can fit in the palm of your hand. I mean, she actually said these things before that was even a fathomable thing. That was fathomable. So she kind of expected it. She wasn't ever like, oh, this is too big. We gotta stop. This is getting big. Let's reevaluate. She was like, nope, we gotta keep moving forward. We gotta keep pushing, because I know where this can go. It can go great places. And I think her determination kind of put the pedal to the metal, and all of this